Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Kendra and I'm so glad you're here. Today we have a collaboration hop featuring products from This Calls for Confetti, which is one of the Kendra's Card Challenge 16 super sponsors. Some members of the team will be sharing projects made with products from This Calls for Confetti using the Challenge 16 sketches, and I'll be sharing how to make 3 Christmas cards using sketches 13, 14, and 15. And this is a giveaway hop, so stay tuned for details on how to enter and have a chance to win a digital download prize from me. So This Calls for Confetti sent me and some other members of the team some goodies to create with, and these are the products that I'll be using for my cards today. There is this 6x6 pattern paper pack here, and this is called Christmas Post 2, and there are 12 different designs, so 2 of each for a total of 24 single-sided sheets. It's made with 80-pound uncoated cardstock, so it's sturdier than just regular printed paper. And this is the matte Cloudy Day Sequin Confetti mix that matches the gray in the pattern paper perfectly. And then there's this ephemera pack with 40 pieces that match some of the smaller images like the mailbox, some wrapped gifts, stamps, a typewriter, and letter to Santa, some packages and envelopes, a sleigh, some blocks that say "Let Us Know," some cups of hot chocolate with marshmallows, and some naughty and nice stamps. I will have a list of all of the supplies I used to make these cards down in the description box, along with a link to This Calls for Confetti, in case you're interested in purchasing any of these items. And this is an affiliate link, so if you make a purchase using it, I earn a small commission at no extra cost to you, and this helps to support my channel. So let's go ahead and get started. For this first card, I've selected this gray and white checkered pattern and this other pattern with a gray background that has a lot of the same images that were in the ephemera pack. And I have an A2 size top folding card base, and I've pre-cut my stitch circles already out of some red and pink cardstock. The measurements for each of the components on the card are shown on the sketch. I'm trimming this checkered pattern paper down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 so that it will completely cover the front of the card base. And I cut a strip from the other pattern paper that measures 1 3/4 inches by 5 1/2 inches. And I used my Card Cut Essentials die set number 2. Now this is from a different company, but I cut out the sheet of mostly solid pink from that paper pack. And this gives me several different stitch shapes, including the banner, which is what is needed for this card according to the sketch. And I'm layering the strip that goes across the middle with the same red cardstock that was cut to measure 2 by 5 1/2. As I assemble this card, I'll explain a little bit more about my card challenges in case you're not familiar. I offer a free PDF printable each quarter with cutting guides for 6 sheets of 6-inch by 6-inch pattern paper, where you can make 15 cards using the sketches that are also provided in the printable. And if you join the challenge and post your cards on social media, you can have a chance to win one of many prizes valued at over $1,000. And this is from many different companies, including This Calls for Confetti. And they have generously offered a $25 monthly gift certificate as their prize. For more information about the challenge, I will link the Challenge 16 introduction video above and in the description box below, which explains more about it and how to enter to win the challenge prizes. And to make everything level on the card, I added some scrap cardstock behind the banner. So I'm just gluing all of the pieces down. And I will be finishing this off with some of those gray sequins. And I have a tray on my desk where I put extra sentiments that I stamp or emboss or cut out, and I use them whenever I'm looking for a sentiment. So I had one that says "For You," and so I just added that right there in the middle of the top portion of that banner, and that finishes off card number 1. And for this next card, I'm using sketch 14, and this one has a pattern paper panel in the middle, plus a bow and a shape or focal point in the right-hand corner. And I'm using the leftover paper from the first card, and I trimmed it down to measure 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And this sketch calls for a layer that is 1/4 inch bigger, so I used that same red cardstock that I used on the first card. And for the bow, I'm using some craft colored twine that matches the little packages in the paper. I thought that worked perfectly. And so I'm going to be After I tie this bow, you'll see that it's a little bit loose. So I'm able to fix that on the back side. You just kind of pull it taut and then tape it down with just some tape. And I apologize that I got a little bit off camera there. But I'm going to pop up this whole panel with some foam tape. And then that way I don't have to worry about having like the lump from the twine. And so here I'm just adding several strips of the foam tape to attach it to that red layer. And then for the focal point, I'm using the ephemera with the blocks that say "Let It Snow." And I'm popping this up with foam tape also to give it some dimension. And to finish this card off, I added more of those gray sequin confetti pieces. And then for this last card, I'm using sketch number 15 and the scraps from the 2 pattern papers that I've been using, plus this pink pattern paper for the background panel. This one has all of the different Santa names on it: Santa Claus, Kris Kringle, Father Christmas, St. Nicholas, all of those. I know it's kind of hard to see on camera here, but I trimmed that panel down to measure 4 by 5¼ inches so that it will have the white border from the card base. And I took the scraps and I cut the strips to measure what's on the card sketch. So I used the checkered pattern for my 1/2 inch strip. So it's it's a 1/2 inch by 6 inches. And then I cut the other pattern to be 3/4 inches wide, and it's also 6 inches. And you'll want to glue these onto the panel before you glue it onto the card base. That way you can trim off the excess first. And I used some green cardstock for the 1/4 inch strips. Now, to make sure that these 6-inch strips fit, you'll want to start in the bottom right-hand corner and use the bottom left corner of the pattern paper and kind of line that up until it meets up with that top right-hand corner. And then you'll just kind of lay everything else next to that, and it should line up okay without it being too short. And so here I'm just adding the strips. I realized I didn't cut 3, I only cut 2, so I'm cutting another one. And then once I glue this down, I'll just take some scissors and cut off all of the pieces that are hanging over. Now for the focal point in the center of this card, I used the starburst circle that I cut out earlier from that pink pattern paper with the Card Cut Essentials dies. And then I'm using the postage stamp ephemera that matches. It's got a little bit of pink in it, and it has an ornament that says "Fa La La." But while I assemble this last card, I'll tell you how to enter the giveaway for this hop. For a chance to win a digital download from me, you'll want to complete the form that's linked in the description box below, and then hop along and watch the other videos in the playlist. You can complete the form for each video that you watch for more chances to win, but you'll want to do this by December 3rd of 2024. And the winner will be randomly chosen and announced on my community tab here on my YouTube channel. So make sure you're a subscriber and have those notifications turned on so you don't miss any of my posts. And I added some touch of gloss to add some shine to the ornament and also the milk jugs. And that finishes off card number 3. So here are the 3 quick and easy Christmas cards that you can put together using the Christmas Post products from This Calls for Confetti. You could easily make a full set of 15 cards using this festive paper pack and ephemera, along with the Challenge 16 instructions. There's plenty of ephemera and paper for you to make several sets, actually. There's still time to join the challenge this quarter. You have until December 31st to get photos of your cards uploaded to the Kendra's Card Challenges Facebook group to enter, and you can upload a set each month for more chances to win. I'll have a link to the Facebook group in the description box as well. I'd like to thank This Calls for Confetti for being a prize sponsor and for sending the team some products to create with. Now you'll find the playlist with all of the videos in this hop down in the description box. So I hope you'll check it out to get more card making inspiration and enter for more chances to win. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again soon, and have a wonderful crafty day.